Welcome to my podcast. I am a manifestation and mindset coach. If you want to sign up for courses coming soon, or you want to sign up for one-on-one coaching or anything else on my website, that will be in the description below. I teach anything from spirituality all the way to law of attraction and manifestation. And I also deep dive in the science behind it and also the more woo-woo side of it as well. If you are interested in signing up for any of those things, you can visit me at my website, and welcome to the podcast. I send you so much love and light, and let's get into this podcast today. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. So I started to read this book called The 4 Agreements, and it's kind of based on societal beliefs and how we are, controlled by what other people say and how we fear what other people say. And if you take that agreement to what that person is saying, then you will have things in your life that manifest to what that is. So it's really interesting. I really like it. And it's just a really good book. So it also talks about how what we're seeing and hearing right now is nothing but a dream. You are dreaming right now in this moment. You are dreaming with the brain awake. Dreaming is the main function of the mind, and the mind dreams 24 hours a day. It dreams when the brain is awake, and it also dreams when the brain is asleep. The difference is that when the brain is awake, there's a material frame that makes us perceive things in a linear way. When we go to sleep, we do not have the frame, and the dream has the tendency to change consistently. Humans are dreaming all the time. Before we were born, the humans before us created a big outside dream that we will call society's dream, or the dream of the planet. The dream of the planet is the collective dream of billions of smaller personal dreams, which together create a dream of family, a dream of community, a dream of a city, a dream of a country, and finally, a dream of the whole humanity. The dream of the planet includes all of the society's rules, its beliefs, its laws, its religions, its different cultures, and the way to be, its governments, schools, and social events and holidays. We are born with the capacity to learn how to dream, and the humans who lived before us teach us how to dream the way society dreams. The outside dream has so many rules that when a new human is born, we hook the child's attention and introduce these rules into his or her mind. The outside dream uses mom and dad, the schools, and religion to teach us how to dream. Attention is the ability we have to discriminate and to focus only on that which we want to perceive. We can perceive millions of things simultaneously, but using our attention, we can hold whatever we want to perceive in the foreground of our mind. The adults around us hooked our attention and put information into our minds through repetition. That is the way we learned everything we know. By using our attention, we learned a whole reality, a whole dream. We learned how to behave in society, what to believe and what not to believe, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, what is good and what is bad, what is beautiful and what is ugly, what is right and what is wrong. It was all there already, all that knowledge. All those rules and concepts about how to behave in the world. When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put your attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, You put your attention on what the priest or minister was telling you. It is the same dynamic with mom and dad, brothers and sisters. They were all trying to hook your attention. We also learned to hook the attention of other humans, and we develop a need for attention, which can be very competitive. Children compete for the attention of their parents, their teachers, their friends. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Hey, I'm here. The need for attention becomes very strong and continues into adulthood. The outside dream hooks our attention and teaches us what to believe, beginning with the language that we speak. Language is the code for understanding and communication between humans. Every letter, every word in each language is in agreement. We call this a page in a book. The word page is an agreement that we understand. Once we understand the code, our attention is hooked and the energy is transferred from one person to another. It was not your choice to speak English. You didn't choose your religion or your moral values. They were already there before you were born. We never had the opportunity to choose what to believe or what not to believe. We never chose even the smallest of these agreements. We didn't even choose our own name. As children, we didn't have the opportunity to choose our beliefs, but we agreed with the information that was passed to us from the dream of the planet via other humans. The only way to store information is by agreement. The outside dream may hook our attention, but if we don't agree, we don't store the information. As soon as we agree, we believe it. And this is called faith. To have faith is to believe unconditionally. That's how we learn as children. Children believe everything adults say. We agree with them. And our faith is so strong that the belief system controls our whole dream of life. We didn't choose those beliefs. We may have rebelled against them, but we were not strong enough to win the rebellion. The result is surrender to the beliefs with our agreement. I call this process the domestication of humans. And through domestication, we learn how to live and how to dream. In human domestication, the information from the outside world is conveyed to the inside dream, creating our whole belief system. First, the child is taught the names of things: mom, dad, milk, bottle. Day by day, at home, at school, at church, and from television, we are told how to live, what kind of behavior is acceptable. The outside world dream teaches us how to be a human. We have a whole concept, what a woman is and what a man is. And we also learn to judge. We judge ourselves, judge other people, judge the neighbors. Children are domesticated the same way that we domesticate a dog or cat or any other animal. In order to teach a dog, we punish the dog and we give it rewards. We train our children, whom we love so much, the same way that we train any domesticated animal, with a system of punishment and reward. We are told, you are a good boy or you are a good girl. When we do what mom and dad wants us to do, when we don't, we are a bad girl or a bad boy. When we went against the rules, we were punished. When we went along with the rules, we got rewarded. We were punished so many times a day, and we were also rewarded many times a day. Soon as we became afraid of being punished and also afraid of not receiving the reward is the attention that we got from our parents or from other people like siblings, teachers, and friends. We soon developed a need to hook other people's attention in order to get a reward. The reward feels good, and we kept doing what others want us to do in order to get the reward. With that fear of being punished and the fear of not getting the reward, we start pretending to be what we are not, just to please others, just to be good enough for someone else. We try to please mom and dad. We try to please the teachers at school. We try to please the church. And so we start acting. We pretend to be what we are not because we are afraid of being rejected. The fear of being rejected becomes the fear of not being good enough. Eventually, we become someone we are not. We become a copy of mama's beliefs, daddy's beliefs, society's beliefs, and religion's beliefs. All our normal tendencies are lost in the process of domestication. And when we are old enough for our mind to understand, we learn the word. The adults say, don't do this, don't do that. We rebel and say no. We rebel because we are defending our freedom. We want to be ourselves, but we are very little, and the adults are big and strong. After a certain time, we are afraid because we know every time we do something wrong, we are going to be punished. The domestication is so strong that at a certain point in our lives, we no longer need anyone to domesticate us. We don't need mom or dad, the school, or the church to domesticate us. We are so well trained that we are our own domesticator. We are an domesticated animal. We can now domesticate ourselves according to the same belief system we were given. And using the same belief system of punishment and reward, we punish ourselves when we don't follow the rules according to our own belief system. We reward ourselves when we are the good boy or good girl. That is why humans resist life. To be alive is the biggest fear humans have. Death is not the biggest fear we have. Our biggest fear is taking the risk to be alive. The risk to be alive and express what we really are. So that is what that book is about. And it's basically talking about how we are so programmed to always need others around, to always need permission to be ourselves, and always be somebody we're not. We often see it on YouTube. We often see it in everyday life and in our relationships. And that's why so many of us, not myself, but a lot of people are scared to get up and go, or, just be on their own and be alone. And a lot of people are scared to just be themselves and love themselves. And I really think that once you own who you truly are and truly love yourself through the good and the bad times, and not reward yourself or punish yourself for those things, then you'll grow as a person and you'll really feel free. And honestly, how to do it is by breaking your thought patterns and by breaking everyday societal beliefs. And, it took me a couple years to figure it out. And that was because I was searching for so many answers on how to change my everyday life and not allow other people control who I am. And I used to be such a people pleaser. And, I still help my mom because I live here and stuff. But if she overly wants me to do something, I cut her off and I tell her, no, you can do it yourself for the most part. And that doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, I say something because I'm starting to grow, what society has put inside of me, what people have put inside of me, and I'm becoming a person that is not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of what society thinks of me. I just do me, and I don't give a damn what other people say. And that's because I've grown spiritually and I've grown in my personal life as well. And I just really honed in on who I truly was and am. And I also healed my past. You know, sometimes we want to heal so quickly and get through that pain and get to the level that I'm at, or, you know, people who have a higher level, you know, not that you're behind on anything, but everybody learns and grows differently, right? And that's just how it is. You're not behind, you're not far ahead, you're not perfect, you're not perfect. You're perfect the way you are. Everybody is perfect the way that they are. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to do what you want. If you want to walk barefoot. If you want to wear your favorite shirt that you don't think anybody's gonna like, who cares what they think? Because the only opinions that matter is your own. Okay? You don't need to have permission of every little thing that you do. And honestly, the way I learned how to do that is be on my own. Yeah, I live with my mom, and that's just how it is. Because I love my mom, she loves me, we're like best friends. We're not, you know, our relationship is not just mother and daughter, it's like a best friend relationship. But how I stopped asking for, you know, permission on everything, and, you know, how do I look today? Or should I do this or should I do that? You know what I did to stop doing that? I just stopped asking people. And I asked myself. I sat with myself and I started to ask myself these questions. And little by little, I started to learn how to answer my own questions. And in my coaching, I help you guys hone in on how to take control of your life and not deal with everyday society stuff, and how to become the most, and you are amazing, just so you know, but sometimes we don't feel that. And so I help you, I give you the tools, and I help you not have to search for every little answer. So if you are interested in coaching, I have my website in the description as always, so you can become essentially control your whole life, to take control, to take the reins of your life, because that's what you deserve to do. You deserve to have a life of not having to ask people questions and taking that step to have freedom for yourself. You know, so if you are interested in that, please sign up for my coaching. Just check out my website, you know, play around with it. You'll see where everything is. Pretty soon I will be having a 40-day challenge. You don't have to do the whole challenge, but it is a step-by-step video for 30 days. Every day for 40 days. There will be a video. It'll be kind of like a loving boot camp type thing. And I'm thinking about doing once a week Zoom calls for a group of people. So if you are interested in taking the reins and control of your life and really just falling in love with yourself and not anybody else, loving yourself, okay? Because love has to come from yourself and within before you can love anybody else. And I know that sounds really cliche, but it's the truth. You gotta learn how to love and take care of yourself, self-love, and not fear anything or have doubt on anything of your life. So if you are interested in anything, just go check out my website, sign up for coaching. It will be a 1-hour Zoom call, and we will come up with a specific plan for you to take care of yourself and take control of your life. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast. I just figured you guys needed to hear this right now. And yeah. So I send you lots of love, light, peace, and self-care, essentially, because that's what we need. And world peace, too. So my intention is that this podcast helped you, and I really hope you sign up for my coaching, because I can help you with so much, not just this. I can help you with pretty much everything in self-development, law of attraction, mindset, grieving, how to be confident. There will be a course about how to be confident as well, if you are interested in that, and how to be a high-valued woman or man. So, yeah. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I send you lots of love, light, and peace. Namaste.